In June 1984, the Indian government, under the leadership of Indira Gandhi, instigated a bloody assault on the Golden Temple in Amritsar. Many innocent worshippers and pilgrims present that day lost their lives in a place considered sacred. The Golden Temple remains the beating heart of Sikhism. The BBC's Sir Mark Tully was one of the first press party to witness the aftermath of the Golden Temple attack, and this is how he described the scene. He wrote, "There were bloodstains on the marble pavements, and the white walls were peppered with bullet holes. The library, containing invaluable manuscripts, including copies of the Sikh scriptures, the Guru Granth Sahib, handwritten by some of the Gurus themselves, were a charred ruin." There are now 430,000 Sikhs in the UK, representing 2% of the world's 23 million Sikh community. It's the youngest of the world's major religions. We are overshadowed by the 1.2 billion who follow the teachings of Islam, and we are dwarfed by the planet's 2 billion Christians. Indeed, there are more Christians in India than there are Sikhs. We are nonetheless highly visible. The identity of Sikh males, the wearing of turbans and keeping beards, was established by our 10th Guru, Gobind Singh. The proclamation of a Sikh identity was established in 1699. The identity was conceived following the killing of Guru Gobind's father, the 9th Guru, Tegh Bahadur, on the 11th of November 1675, slain by a regime who demanded that he denounce Sikhism. The regime harboured an ambition that if Guru Tegh Bahadur denounced Sikhism, his loyal followers would do the same. Such was his popularity, a denouncement would not have escaped the attention of the Hindus. It was a demand the 9th Guru would not consider. By sacrificing himself, Guru Tegh Bahadur established a steel resolve that all Sikhs share. We are bound to our religion. We cannot turn our back on its principles. We assimilate, we blend, and we contribute. We suffer the scars of our past, but these scars afford us strength in our darkest hours. With the immediate threat of decapitation, Guru Tegh Bahadur held firm in his belief in God. He declared he would sacrifice his head, but never his religion. Now, as Sikhs, we enjoy liberty and freedom, united under the legacy of this selfless sacrifice. It's a sacrifice that we should endeavour to reflect upon in our busy lives. The attack on the Golden Temple is an example of one of our darkest hours. The Prime Minister, David Cameron, described the 1984 attack as a source of deep pain to Sikhs everywhere. The decision of the Indian Army to enter the Golden Temple complex, crushing ancient marble under military tanks, was a betrayal of the sacrifice made by Guru Tegh Bahadur. The revelation that a Conservative government contributed to the planning is equally a betrayal of the sacrifice made by the Guru. And you will be forgiven for asking what allegiance should the British government owe the 9th Guru of the Sikhs. Let me try to answer that. The sacrifice made by Guru Tegh Bahadur inspired an army of Sikhs committed to justice and the rights of human beings. The legacy gave birth to each and every one of the 83,005 Sikh soldiers who died fighting for the British in World Wars I and II. Indeed, this year we are commemorating the 100-year anniversary of the First World War. When the Prime Minister talks about a source of deep pain for no fault of his own, he cannot understand how deep and how painful this chapter in Sikh history is. The general election in 2015 will be an opportunity for British Sikhs to express any discomfort they share following the release of documents revealing Conservative involvement with Operation Blue Star. The electoral process may be the only say that we have on the 1984 disclosure. If Sikhs consider the advice given 30 years ago to be an indiscretion and nothing to do with the present administration, then the Tories should have nothing to worry about. Adopting such a position ahead of their election campaign would be at best delusional. The Sikhs are not happy. Conservatives are in danger of marginalising the Sikh vote. a vote that will not be casting a shadow at the door of UKIP or in significant numbers with the Lib Dems. Labour stand to gain a lot. But a solution presents itself. Some of the damage may be undone by committing to an independent, judge-led inquiry into the advice given to the Indian government. Independent, judge-led inquiry. Parties wishing to grab the attention of Sikh voters will suggest that Tory fingerprints were on the plans of Operation Blue Star. Labour will ask the Sikh electorate in the Gurdwaras across this country who put the blue into Operation Blue Star, and who would blame them, considering the outcome of securing a successful election. The keys to number 10, government spending power of £2 trillion, leading the 22nd most populous country in the world and the 6th biggest economy. The stakes have never been higher. Now the Sikh scriptures, the Guru Granth Sahib, begin with the words, "There is one God, truth is his name." The Tories would be wise to recognise the power of truth. All we ask is they shed light on their 1984 involvement in Operation Blue Star with an independent inquiry. The households of 430,000 British Sikhs will receive their polling cards for the general election very soon. Commit to an independent, judge-led inquiry and offer the Sikhs something to vote for, not a party to vote against.